Welcome back, my friends. Hope you're doing well. This is the first full proper week of this new way of approaching my goals in 2026. And I've already noticed a shift. I'm noticeably calmer and I'm also clearer. Let's get straight into it. Right now, I'm not chasing intensity or motivation. I'm running a very simple system and seeing what it does for me. Waking up at the same time, walking to work, eating days are planned, evenings are protected, and workouts are deliberate. And the biggest difference so far is not physical, obviously, because it's the first week, but it's mental. And that's a strange relief, not having to decide what I'm going to be doing each day. I genuinely can't overstate how much of a difference having this protected, creative time, especially for YouTube, has made for me. For a long time, I was working 3 jobs a day, and when I got home, I had to basically go straight to bed. And that meant I would burn out much quicker, and I would have to cram every single task into the weekend because I had no time during the week. Now, when I finish my main job, I can come straight home with a plan, with a preset plan, which is so nice, and just get straight to work. And I can make small, consistent improvements every single day. And that consistency adds up. And if you take anything from this video, let it be this. Whatever you're working on, whether it be a business, a side hustle, a hobby, family time, meal prep, whatever it is, make sure that you carve out dedicated time for that one thing. Whatever you can manage, however long in the day you can manage. It's made a massive difference for me, and I think dedicating that time tells my brain that this thing is important and it funnels energy and attention to that one thing. I feel like I'm attacking the day now rather than just being on the defense all the time. Training wise, I've started pretty light, kettlebell work only, nothing fancy. For the first couple of weeks, I'm really only focused on maintaining the consistency within that system. So my eating schedule, my walking, my training, making sure that every box is ticked. And then after a few weeks, I can then reassess if anything needs changing. I can either keep chugging along with this same plan or add or detract anything that's needed, adjust on the go. Kettlebell wise, I'm still sort of learning how to do this from basically YouTube videos, and you might notice in these few clips that maybe I'm doing it completely wrong. So if you're experienced with kettlebells, please let me know if there's any techniques that I should be using, any improvements, and any movements that I should be adding into this routine. And I'm starting with a 16 kilogram kettlebell, which I thought was perhaps too much. But it is okay, I can do the movements, and I'm just trying to blast my whole body in that one workout twice a week. Legs, core, upper body, everything. But what's really uncomfortable, but also fun at the same time and necessary, is that I'm allowing myself to be a beginner again. And that goes for every aspect of this new system. I am a new beginner. I'm not used to kettlebells. I'm not used to using all of these different parts of my body. So I suspect that tomorrow I'm going to wake up pretty sore, but I like that, and I want to feel like I've done something, but I'm completely open to learning new things. I'm consciously trying to not fall back into that old way of thinking, that binary black and white thinking. It's not this or nothing, and it's not I've got to destroy my entire body or else I've failed. I'm trying to pull back on that type of thinking. That approach obviously isn't sustainable, and I've learned that the hard way, and I hope anyone watching has learned from that. And I'm trying to work with myself, not against myself. Work with my own known limitations. The limitations for now, they're not always going to be. I need to start where I am, not where I want to be. And food's been similar. It's got to be simple and consistent. Today is an eating day, and I've got 20% beef mince. I'm going to have that with a little bit of butter, a little bit of white rice, some salt, and some hard-boiled eggs. I'll see how I feel energy-wise. I'll see how I recover, because I'll be doing the kettlebell workout like an hour before I eat, and see how I recover between sessions and adjust if needed. Beyond simplicity and consistency, the main things I'm focusing on with these refeeds are to stop that sugar spiral, that I'm so addicted to sugar, to stop the snacking, and to put real food in my body. And that's why I'm focusing on, at the moment, single ingredient foods. On fasting days, I'm taking electrolytes daily, like I've always have. And this time, in the spirit of simplicity, electrolyte tablets and additional magnesium biglycinate, which might help with my sleep as well. On eating days only, on that one refeed, I'll also be taking some beef liver capsules, and they are basically nature's multivitamin. I'll be taking some fish liver oil capsules, and also some vitamin D. but only with the meal because they're fat soluble, so they'll only really be effective if they're taken with food. Otherwise, they might break the fast. So nothing extreme, nothing fancy. I just want to give myself that extra nutritional support while I get things moving again. I haven't noticed any big progress yet. It's only week 1 and I haven't weighed myself since January 1st. This week is purely about getting that system up and running, and it actually feels really nice but weird not to be mentally and physically trying to sprint towards my goal and just like hoping that I survive. So far, I've been asking myself the same question every day, and that is, am I okay doing the same thing tomorrow? And honestly, if I get bored, and I hope I do, I suspect that means that it's working. And I think that's the real key to long-term change. Can you consistently do the same simple actions over and over and over again until you win? And I think this is a good plan. I just need to stick to it and adjust where needed. So that's it. That's where I'm at. Nothing flashy. I'm just trying to really focus and build a life and routine that I don't need to constantly recover from like before. There was a comment in my last video, loads of comments actually, so thank you very much. But there's one that really resonates with me in a very particular way, and I'll just pop it on screen now. But it's basically saying, don't just do stuff because you've got a YouTube channel. And that is a trap. There's a trap that I've seen others fall into, and is a trap that I had previously, I think, fallen into in the past, either consciously or subconsciously. It's not intentionally lying, but having extreme goals like losing 100 pounds in 3 months, it's unintentionally misleading because it is so unrealistic. Yes, it's doable, but not for the average person. My tendency to go to the extreme led me to that choice. At least subconsciously, it makes a good headline as well, doesn't it? Oh, this guy lost 100 pounds in 3 months, but at what cost? It does not reflect a realistic way to achieve anything you're trying to do. And while I want to achieve these massive goals and I want to do it as quickly as possible, I'm still fighting that urge. I don't want clickbait. I don't want people to follow me and then fall into the same traps. Even if one person believed that I could do it, right? And they try themselves and then they spiral the same way that I did and they lose confidence and they fall all the way back down again. Can't be having that. I'll keep documenting everything as it unfolds, like I always have, with honesty and transparency, but with a much tighter grip on setting realistic expectations for myself and what actually can be achieved in a year or a month or a day. And I really want to document a normal guy with big ambitions who wants to do big things, work with himself to actually achieve those things and not go to the extreme degree of trying to achieve those goals. Because if I continue to set those unrealistic extreme goals, I'll either destroy myself in the process or have to start lying to you about how I've done it, and we can't be having that. That's it. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.